A pig meeting a venomous snake should look like a tiny horror movie with hooves. For a dog, a cat, or a small animal moving through grass, one sudden strike can change everything. Venom enters the body, nerves misfire, blood chemistry shifts, tissue swells. The animal that was walking a second ago becomes a living emergency. But a wild boar may treat the same kind of encounter with offensive calm. It snorts, it stamps, and sometimes it eats the snake. This is why people say pigs are immune to snake venom, as if nature accidentally gave a mud-covered farm animal a secret cheat code. But that version is too clean. Pigs are not immune to every snake on Earth. A bite can still injure them. Some venoms attack blood, some damage tissue, some cause swelling, shock, and pain in ways no amount of pig confidence can cancel. A piglet is not a tank. A domestic pig is not a superhero. And nobody should test this with a real animal, because that is not science. That is just a terrible idea with witnesses. The stranger truth is narrower. Against some snake venoms, especially neurotoxins that attack the point where nerves talk to muscles, pigs appear to carry an old biological inconvenience. To understand that, imagine venom not as one evil liquid, but as a toolbox of tiny keys. A snake does not simply inject bad juice. Its venom contains molecules shaped to fit important places inside another body. Some are built to disturb blood, some break down tissue, some interfere with nerves, and some of the most famous snake neurotoxins go after a very specific target, the receptor that helps a nerve tell a muscle to move. Normally, the system is simple. A nerve sends a message. A chemical signal crosses a tiny gap. A muscle receives it. Blink, breathe, run. A neurotoxin can interrupt that conversation. It slips into the receptor where the normal signal should land. The nerve may still be sending the message, but the muscle cannot answer. The body becomes a phone with no signal. For many animals, that is brutally effective. The snake does not need to wrestle prey to the ground. It only needs to deliver the right molecule to the right doorway. But evolution is very annoying if you're a snake, because animals living around venomous snakes are not just waiting politely to be bitten. They're changing too. Random mutations appear. Most do nothing. Some cause problems. But once in a while, a tiny change makes a dangerous encounter slightly less fatal. And wild pigs have lived in exactly the sort of messy world where that matters. A boar is not a forest ornament. It's a walking shovel with bristles. It pushes its snout into leaves, roots, mud, eggs, insects, carrion, frogs, lizards, and anything unlucky enough to be edible. That means its face spends a lot of time in snake country. Low grass, old logs, burrows, warm dirt, and all the places where danger has no signpost. Size helps. A large boar has tough skin, dense muscle, fat, and a body mass very different from a mouse or small pet. A fang that delivers a devastating dose to a small animal may not produce the same result in a thick, heavy adult boar. But body size is not the main trick. The folk explanation says pigs survive snake bites because their fat absorbs the venom, like the toxin gets lost in a biological couch cushion and gives up. That is a wonderful image. It's also too simple. The deeper defense appears to be molecular. In pigs and a few other mammals known for snake resistance, scientists have identified changes in nicotinic acetylcholine receptors. The name sounds like a machine part that fell out of a biology textbook, but the idea is plain. This receptor is one of the receiving stations that helps nerve signals control muscles. Certain snake toxins need to attach there. If the receptor changes shape just enough, the toxin has a problem. It still arrives with its tiny key. The lock is still present, but the key no longer fits well. That is stranger than armor. It means part of the pig is not blocking venom from the outside. It's making one venom strategy fail at the cellular door. The snake says stop moving. The pig cells say wrong address. This kind of resistance has appeared in different animals in different ways. Mongooses, hedgehogs, honey badgers, and pigs all show versions of the same evolutionary argument. If a toxin depends on a target, changing the target can make the toxin less useful. Not useless against everything, less useful against that attack. That difference matters because snake venom is not one weapon, it's a changing toolkit. A cobra is not a viper. A neurotoxin is not a tissue-destroying enzyme. A bite to the wrong place from the wrong snake with enough venom can still be serious. Still, the pig feels unfair. A dog or cat can be in real danger after a venomous bite. A large wild boar may have enough size, toughness, aggression, and molecular inconvenience to make the encounter less one-sided. So when a pig eats a snake, it's not just a gross animal fact, it's an arms race in the dirt. One animal sharpened a chemical key, the other quietly changed the lock. And somewhere in the grass, the pig keeps chewing like nothing interesting just happened.